So this is where I spend my summer, this lake. And I've been spending the summer at this lake for many, many years. And you can see where I live, already messy. The other areas are not so bad. So I have this little contraption here, these little iPhone holder uppers that my brother found at some flea market or somewhere for $1 each. And they were missing the little clampy thing that holds your iPhone up, but I thought maybe 3 of them might hold this up. Let's test it out. So the iPad will rest on here, and the back hole there just is adding extra support. So let's see if it works. So can I make it so this is a glass top table? I know it's funny. So how could I make this not in the way? Is there a way for me to turn it? Can I have it go? No. How about if it can it go there? Maybe it can go like that. Huh. It doesn't want to go like that, though, does it? Can it go like this? Well, this gives me enough room, maybe. What do you think? Does it give me enough room? It can work. A little bit of alteration, and I can make this thing function for me. Hi, Kim. I found a 51 in the wild this couple of days ago. And it seemed to be functioning, but I'm not sure it is. I'll be right back. Okay, where did I put them? Oh, here they are. So one of the things, now it's a pump filler. I wish it were an aerometric, but it isn't. And I just filled it up with the pump. I mean, it sounds like it's working, and it's airtight. So maybe I'll try to fill it up with regular ink, see what happens. Another day. So I'm trying to sort through some of the books that I have here, that I moved here from the Minneapolis house. And one of the books was this book of calculus. When I was in 7th grade at a private school, the seniors were walking around with this book, and I couldn't wait to get it. I loved the cover of it. The cover did not have this plastic stuff on it. Let me just take that off, because It's distracting. It was such a beautiful cover, I thought. And what magic must it contain? And just this beautiful mustard color, and just the name Thomas, the author of this book. Just he didn't need a first name. He was just Thomas. And I like that as well. So let's see. The end covers of this book, which I am ruining by taking the tape off, evidently had the equations of the most used equations that you might use in this book. Anyway, I finally got to be a senior, and I finally got to own this book all by myself. And I think we got maybe this far in. But I wanted to keep this book because it was just so amazing to me. And what are these things doing in here? I just loved everything about it. Hand grenades, the bayonet. Oh, how to kill people. The thrust and withdrawal. Maybe this is why I kept these pages out of some book. Enemy in sight. Anyway, another book that's up here that I thought was kind of neat. And this is one I bought recently. Telling Tommy about famous inventors. And I really loved how property of Lincoln, number 8, number 407. So Lincoln High School, I suppose, somewhere. Telling Tommy. So it's just this beautiful little illustration that goes along with Galilei, the inventor of the thermometer, the air thermometer. Well, I didn't know that he did that. Did Galileo do that? As well as all about Leonardo da Vinci. An Italian artist invented the Irishman's buggy. I didn't know that a wheelbarrow was called an Irishman's buggy. See, I'm learning all sorts of things. Telling Tommy about Johannes Gutenberg. Anyway, I thought these drawings were really beautifully done. So I bought this recently, and it's sitting here, and it'll sit here until long after I'm dead. Well, it'll sit here until the day after I die, the hour after I die. Then my brothers will be all set to get rid of it. This is another one, Plain Uses of the Blackboard. And this is 1881. And this is a thing about how to teach Christian theology through magic of the blackboard. So evidently you're supposed to, the Christian's crown. So you start here with all of these things: patience, faith, endurance, purity, humility, truth, and joy. And what connects all those? Well, it's the crown, of course. Question by leader. I'm the leader. What kind of crown would this be called? What name would you give it as showing who wears it? It's the Christian's crown. See, it spells Charity. Charity. It also could probably spell other nasty words like fellatio. Can it do that? Here's different typefaces you can make on the chalkboard. Verbal and visible illustrations for the primary or infant class. Now let's see how dumb these are going to be for the primates. A bell, a lion, temptation of Jesus. The marriage feast. See, all of these things tell some sort of Bible story. The loving and true foes of Jesus. The unloving and false. Loving and true friends. Loving and true are evidently the friends of Jesus. The unloving and false are the foes of Jesus. Okay, well, let's just see what sort of infant is going to figure that out. Took me an hour and a half. So why do I have this book? Why do I have this book? Right and good, love to God, love to man. Well, I know how to do it. I know how to love man. I know how that works. Should I illustrate that on the chalkboard? Well, this guy here is the bottom, and this guy is the top. Can you say that, class? Bottom, top. Oh, this is for a different book, Application for Treatment. I have this upstairs. I'll get it. Don't go away. You're in charge, Kim. Keep them entertained. It'll take me 1 minute. Put you in charge. Well, I couldn't find the book, but this is from a medical, one of these medical books, patent medicine things, where everything would be fine if you just drank a gallon of this every day. And these are kind of neat all by itself. Do you have any discharges from the ears? the region of the stomach. Let's get to the good parts. Let's get to the dirty bits. Have you ever any? Okay. Do you have the desire to urinate often? Seems to me you don't need a big line for that, yes or no. Do you suffer pain or smarting sensation after passing urine? Is the stream smaller than formerly? Does it lack force? Is it slow to start? Yes, yes, yes. Does the urethra retain a few drops of urine afterwards dribbles away? How many pints of urine do you pass in 24 hours? Does it contain any sediment? If so, is the sediment white, red, brown, or yellow? Does it settle at the bottom of the vessel and feel gritty? This is when you pee in a ceramic dish back in the olden days. Does pus, blood, or gravel pass with the urine? Okay. Have you ever had any private venereal disease? Now, is there a possibility to have a public venereal disease? If so, how did it affect you? For gentlemen only, this is the good part. State if you have seminal emissions at night. If so, how often? Do you have discharge of semen when at stool, or does the semen pass off with the urine? Huh? Are the emanations the result of masturbation, self-abuse, or excessive sexual intercourse, or both? Oh, I like this one. Is the erectile power enfeebled or wholly lost? Or are the erections perfect? Okay, if married, blah, blah, blah. Are your testicles diminished in size? Do they feel like a mass of earthworms? Are you gloomy and despondent? For the ladies only. Have you a copy of the People's Common Sense Medical Advisor? So that book must be somewhere else in my house, or maybe I gave it to someone. Okay, here's another fun book. Graham's Standard Phonographic Reporters List. Okay, got that? This is what the book looks like. It's just, I love that it's looks like a medieval manuscript where all of this would be decorated, and then you'd have the words in here. And I thought it's just so neat because this is shorthand. That's what it's supposed to teach you. It seems to me one of these pages I doodled on thinking I could make it look like a medieval manuscript. There, see, like that. I thought that might be fun. Oh, there. But I see that the paper is so thin that it bled through, so that's as far as I got. Okay, another book, Ward's Questions and Answers for Civil Service Law Enforcing Positions. So these are things that you, if you wanted to become a civil servant, you would learn how to ask these questions and answer them, get them right. And there was one here that was funny. I thought I remember it by heart. I think it was a multiple choice question. The phrase "Rome wasn't built in a day" means A, Italians are lazy. B, had Rome be made of concrete, it would have been built faster. C, something that is worthwhile takes a long time. And D, it was some other stupid thing, but I love I love Italians are lazy. Answer. Citizenship and sex. This examination is open to all citizens of the United States who meet the requirements. The Department of Office requesting certification of eligibles has the legal right to specify the sex desired. For this position, the Department of Labor wishes men. Immigration Patrol. No dames allowed. To think I spent money on this thing. How much did I pay for this book? $1.09. Evidently. Unless I paid more for it. Is there another? So, anyone have any questions that I can answer? Should I show you how to kill people again? Get back into the reality of the world these days. Oh, maybe this is what I like these little charts of how to skirmish right or left. I thought these were sort of neat. My father was a sergeant in the Army in Korea, and when they would do marching drills, left, right, turn left, right face, whatever they do, whatever those Army guys do. And when my father, the first time he got to be a sergeant, a drill sergeant, he would be walking in front of the troop, but he would be looking back at them as they're marching towards him, and they're all marching in a direction. So my father said, "Left face," and all of the soldiers turned left and walked right into the side of the building, because my father's left was different from their left. So he had to learn how to speak backwards. See, these are really, really cool. This is probably why I got these. Are these interesting charts and how to describe how to attack things? What fun. I just love how things are illustrated graphically. My eyes are too poor to read what they say. Is this like the domino theory? So this is North Korea, and that's South Korea, and that's Hawaii, and that's California with the communists. God, I cannot read this. I can maybe do it here. single column of men or things, one behind the other. Oh, that's called file. Single file. And here's where you're supposed to go, but that's where you really want to go. You want to run away. Rear. Well, I know what that means. Okay, well, this thing works. I'm very happy. I can adjust it so this is maybe out of the way. Figure out a way to, I think that these three things can hold this device up. And maybe I can even do it with just two. No, I think I need three. But again, here's how it works. I've got these three things holding this thing up. So here's the view again. Why am I inside? I should be outside. Not inside. Uh-oh. I think I'm going to say goodbye. Bye-bye.